your mind is sovereign, is in a sovereign trust, that this mind that you have is actually a co-creative conscious mind. It has an extremely high value. And let's say the creators of the mind, if you may, decided that it could not be owned by anyone. So it is in a trust. So even if you get tricked into believing that something can own your mind, it would be a trick indeed. And you can go on with that until you wake up out of the trick. And then just like that, you can be released from the trick. So if something is saying, well, I have you, I owned you, you did this ritual, you did all of this, that's the jokers, if you may, trying to convince your mind that they have you. But none of that can be the case, because we've discovered unequivocally that the mind in itself does not belong to anything. So that's why the term is, if you free your mind, then the rest will follow. That's why wherever you think you're at, that's where you're at. When you're having a great time in your mind, you're having a great time. When you're having a horrible time, it's all got to be processed through the mind. And there's a reason for this, because your mind is basically the ultimate control point of the whole thing. You can always retreat to your mind. And so if you know how to control your mind, then you can always be in a pleasant vista, no matter what's going on around you. Now, of course, there's a million excuses behind that, or why some person is not in the best state of mind, but it's for the record that it's because the mind actually belongs to no one. So we went on, and even coming from the mind, since let's say if that's some type of origin point, we know there's still a physicality. So the physicality comes into play. And when the physicality comes into play, because it's manifested from the mind, in order for someone to even say that they own the physicality, they have to go through this entire process. And we elaborated on that in our last sovereign build. And that process was also taking measurements, even creating, actually, personally, first, creating a unique measurement system.